I'd hoped to have a better place arranged for you, but there wasn't enough time. This is only temporary, Michelle. I cannot say how long it will be, but Father will pass away eventually. I'll make sure of it. Maybe tomorrow.
You.
Slow down there. Are you saying you wouldn't go if it was just me? Aww. It's Michelle or nothing. Of course. Why on earth would I want to go horse riding alone with you? I would rather drown myself. The gasp!
Didier. Could I perhaps make a small request?
Go on, let's hear it.
Do you mind if I hold the horse's rein?
Oh, that's all? By all means. I'll be there behind you to make sure nothing happens, so have at it. But to be warned, my horse is a bit temperamental. If you're not gentle, he'll start getting moody with you. I doubt that'll be a problem for you, though, Michelle.
I'll be careful.
Hey, whoa! Slow down, guys! Look at that, Michelle. Georgie's is still fumbling around all the way back there.
Are we going a bit too fast?
No, you're fine. That you were able to get past that so quickly is proof of your talent. Ha! Finally caught up. This isn't a race, you know. Why can't we enjoy the scenery, indulge in a nice bit of pathos? A warrior and his horse are in no need of pathos. Isn't that right, Michelle?
It certainly is, Didier.
Come on, you guys. Be nice. This was my idea. You've really taken after old D, haven't you, Michelle? I, for one, would rather see you admiring flowers, or dancing with butterflies, or gazing out at the beautiful sunset, or enjoying poetry. More pathos, my dear sister, and less barbarism.
Long swords, suits of armor, and tales of heroic knights are so much more appealing, though.
You've let him get his claws in too deep, Michelle. Oh dear, oh my. I'm going to have 2 meathead siblings before I know it. What did you call me?
Now, you two. Why don't we stop here for a picnic?
Seconded, my stomach's been rumbling up a storm. I took a few bites earlier because I was about to die back there. I hope your horse throws you into a river. Aww. Let me look. Aww. Hey, so the other day I brought a cat home.
A cat?
Yep, speckled from head to toe and ugly as a witch's arse. I was going to keep it in my room, but Mom flipped when she saw it.
Keep that filthy thing out of my house!
Wish there was something we could do about how much of a clean freak she is. Georgies, try not to stress Mother too much. You're unpredictable enough as it is.
It would be nice, though, to have a cat, I mean.
You think so? Then how about this? We'll keep it in the courtyard. I'll feed it on days when it's clear, and you can do it when it's cloudy, Michelle.
I don't know what cats eat, though.
I bet he'd like pastries. Do you want to kill the cursed thing? I cannot approve of anyone taking care of an animal who thinks that's a good idea.
Sorry.
Oh, pull the stick out of your arse, D. Life's all about experimentation. Maybe not on kitties' lives, though.
Yeah.
Live and learn. Don't experiment on animals. Well, if you're going to be like that, how about you help out too? You can keep an eye on us and make sure we don't do anything stupid. What? Now you're trying to drag me into this. Already done. You're in. It's settled. Damn it, Georgies. Now we need to come up with a name. Have any ideas, Michelle?
What? You want me to name it?
Not very often you get to give another living thing a name. Well, I guess you might have a few more chances down the road. Consider this practice. Something elegant and beautiful. You've got this. Now, Georgies, don't put so much pressure on her. You have a point, though. It is a good opportunity. Don't stress too much about it, Michelle. Just choose something you like.
You said the cat was speckled and ugly.
Yep, one look and you'll be laughing so hard you can't breathe.
Alright then. Ugly speckles. Oh, Michelle. Oh, Michelle. Oh, the silence.
That's its name? That's its name? It would seem you do not have a future in the arts, Michelle.
But you said it was ugly and speckled, Georgies.
I did, yes. You could have tried a little harder than that, though. But you know what? Why not? Ugly speckles it is. It's actually kind of charming when you say it out loud. Ugly speckles.
It's not that funny.
It is quite something indeed. The more I think about it, the more I...
Not you too, Didier.
We should bring ugly speckles on our next outing. Sitting together beneath the clouds, having lunch. That we should. When Michelle's getting a little bigger, let's do this again. The three of us and our ugly speckled cat. You said it. We're all good friends here, after all. I've never been your friend, though. God, must you always be such a jerk?
Didier. Georgies. Was Amy telling the truth? Did you really think I'm nothing but trouble? Do you think I've lost my mind? That I'm a demon child? Didier. Georgies. Why do you not open this door for me and let me out? Were the things I said that day really so heinous? Do you resent me too, like Amy? Didier. Georgies. How do you think about me now? Is this body really so unusual? If I hadn't undergone the transformation I did, would things still have been the way they were before? Would be able to go out to that forest again and make silly, meaningless conversation, everyone laughing like we had? If this body hadn't changed the way it did, would I not be trapped in this darkness? Even if that were the case, I didn't want to be a girl. If God descended from heaven and offered to change me back, I would have turned him down. Because inside, I wasn't a girl. And my nightmare at Amy's hands didn't end there either. As much as I loathed to admit it, I was terrified of her. Every day, I dreaded the sound of the door opening. However, if I were to block the door off with furniture, I would lose my only remaining lifeline. I had no choice in the matter.
It's time for supper, Michelle. I brought your favorite. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you...
Now we know. Oh, now I feel so bad about teasing him about the parsnips things.
Oh.
I am sorry,
Well,
Michelle. What was that?
I said, but Giselle didn't know.
Giselle didn't know, no. But, yeah, I mean, this is exactly why. So it's, Yeah! Like, Morgana put up with a lot before she finally snapped. And Amy is just like, oh, you ruined this, adulterous relationship I was having. Okay, fuck you.
Right?
I was actually talking with Moon the other day, once she had finished seeing the VOD, and one thing that struck me that we both talked about that seems to really be coming into play. So Michelle had made the comment that Amy seems to be aware of his feelings from her even from the beginning. So you would think if that was the case that she wouldn't have been doing all the touching that she was doing. Yet she continued to do so. So it's very likely that she was aware of Michelle's feelings even then and was deliberately leading him astray as just a way of having some control over someone. And that's definitely
Oh.
why she's doing all this. Like, obviously she's slighted, but I think also as a noble woman in this, not even a noble woman, but this is her way of being able to take control of someone else. And it's like, fuck, man. Yeah, you have a shitty position in life, but this erases all pity or empathy I could ever have for you.
Right? Ugh, she's such a disgusting person.
I brought your favorite, parsnips. Well, what the dogs didn't eat of them anyway. But you don't mind, do you? I'm going to cut your nails today, Michelle. I need you to stay very still. You wouldn't want my hands to slip. So to make sure you do, I'm tying you up. This way you can't accidentally move. Here's your water, Michelle. It's murky. Oh, heavens me. I must have fetched it from the wash basin by mistake.
Ugh.
It's supper time, Michelle. I brought you parsnips again. Don't worry, the dogs didn't have any of these. They didn't seem to be interested in eating them raw. What? You don't want any? Then what am I going to do with these? You know, Michelle, you're such a disgrace. Cry for me, won't you? Beg for mercy. Look at you, all that pride. Gone out the window. It's hilarious, I tell you.
She did everything imaginable to torture me, both physically and emotionally. To be honest, it was rather impressive, in a sick way, how she was able to come up with so many different ways to torment me. And she knew precisely what caused me the most pain. My body, and the discrepancy between what I was and what I felt I was. She delighted in telling me I wasn't male, and sometimes in showing me. But I don't think I need to describe the things she did to me in any more detail. I could think of only one way to keep myself from breaking down. I completely stopped talking, stopped struggling. And one day, after about 6 months or so— 6 months! God. She said with a disinterested sigh,
I'm done.
and that was the last of it. By swallowing my pride and not resisting, I was able to escape from her grip. Once she was gone, the servants took over attending to me again. She's like a lame bully. Stupid. Hope you die. I was still in prison, but now there was a serenity in my solitude. I didn't speak with anyone. I didn't make eye contact. I didn't do anything. I just lived. But
So-
even though I had peace... Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, so, like, if the servants took over, they must see how completely physically fucked up Michelle is.
Yeah, and they're not saying anything. I mean, they don't really care.
No, I guess not.
But even though I had peace, I still feared Amy having a change of heart. I trembled at the possibility that one day I might be her that opened the door. But above all, I hated, despised the fact that I lived in such fear of... An overwhelming self-loathing threatened to crush me. I had recurring nightmares about the things Amy had done to me. The wounds she gave me did not heal. They only grew worse, eating away at me every day. I was beginning to lose confidence in my own sanity in the silent darkness, where there was no sense of... The line between dream and reality blurred. I often found myself screaming, crying into the empty air. I clawed at my skin, pulled out my hair, paced back and forth across the room, pounded at the door, yelling for help, screamed some more. It was the very image of pitiful, absolute wretchedness. And every time I did, I'm sure there was someone on the other side of the door, whispering about how poor Michelle had lost her mind. Eventually, I gave up entirely. It was a stormy night in my 16th year. Wow! He was only 16!
Yep.
Oh. I had been confined for more than 2 years at that point. Heavy rain pounded against the windows like thousands of little spears.
That would, I mean, that would make a lot of sense with the intersex theory, since it was probably puberty that caused the changes. Since if he was confined for 14 years, and I mean for 2 years, that means he was 14 once that started, and since he was quote unquote sick for 6 months, then he was about 13 when those changes started.
I was sitting quietly on my bed, unable to fall asleep, when suddenly there was a loud banging.
Michelle, are you awake? If you aren't, then hurry up and get awake. We've got big trouble. Lower your damned voice. But
So they don't speak to him for 2 years and let him sit in the room and just come to him like nothing's been going on? Ugh. When I first heard my brother's voices after so long, I thought I was hallucinating. In 2 years, they had never once come for me, no matter how hard I pounded on the door, no matter how many times I called for them. And after all that time, I didn't expect that to ever change. I had given up, assumed they had long since cast me aside. Unable to bring myself to say anything, I simply stared at the door, when there was another bam. Bam. The sound was half consumed by a crack of thunder, giving it an indescribably eerie quality.
please say something, Michelle. Oh, well, there's one thing I'm noticing here, though. They're using the right name.
Oh!
Like, every time some other people referred to him, they would use his dead name.
Oh, that's true! I'm looking at the log.
So,
Did it happen to Amy too?
like, Amy, she would, whenever
Oh,
they
yeah,
had
it
her
says-
say her name, it would have the L-E in it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
So, that's a point in their favor, but we'll see how this pans out. Seriously, there's no time! You can hear us in there, can't you? You're there behind the door, aren't you? Come on, just one word, Michelle.
Is it really you, Didier? Georgie's. For a moment, they seemed to be at a loss for words. Probably because they almost didn't recognize my voice. But it was only a heartbeat, and then Didier spoke.
There's a carriage waiting outside. I'm going to unlock the door so you can leave in it.
Why?
Because Ted's talking crazy. He's saying the Bollinger family has no need for a demon child. That's your mark of shame on our name. So he's going to have you executed. Georgie's.
Father wants me dead? It felt like the floor had fallen out from under me. Executed. Demon child. Mark of shame. So he was saying I didn't even deserve to live anymore.
It's planned for tomorrow morning. We only just found out ourselves, which is why...
You prepared a way for me to escape. But why?
Why do you even need to ask? Because we're family. Something terrible has gotten into Father.
I clenched my teeth, fighting back a bitter, angry sigh. But I couldn't keep all these emotions bottled up. A maelstrom of feelings I thought I had lost in my 2 years of imprisonment swirled up inside me, spilling from my lips. Why? Why are you doing this now? If you really felt that way, then why didn't you come sooner? 2 years I spent locked in this room. Do you have any idea how I felt in that time? Any idea how hard I had to fight to endure? How many times I cried for your help? How hard I pounded on the door, begging to be set free? But never once did you come. Not even once!
Michelle.
I scare you, don't I? You think I've gone insane, that I've lost my mind. That I sold my soul to the devil, don't you?
No, Michelle, we don't.
Then why? Why didn't you come and set me free?
Michelle, No, we don't think you've lost your mind at all.
So you didn't want to see me then? You didn't want to face what I'd become? Tell me I'm wrong, Didier. Georgie's. You left me here, abandoned me, for 2 whole years. Locked me away so you didn't have to see me.
I'm sorry, I'm just, really busy with my art. I've been getting a ton of commissions down at court. And Didier's a knight, So he's up to his neck in expeditions. I'm really sorry. As am I. I cannot say that you are wrong. After what happened, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to act around you. I'm still not sure, even now. I knew I had to find the time to collect myself, but I kept putting it off, vainly hoping that time would take care of it all. And for that, I owe you an apology. But you need to understand, I do not agree with Father's decision. I do not want to lose you. I don't think you're a demon child. And Georgie's feels the same. Neither of us want to see you dead. What he said, Michelle. There's not so much time. We need to get you out of here.
I bit down hard on my lower lip, hard enough to draw blood. It was that, or start sobbing. It's a little late for that.
Michelle. If you don't get out of here, you're going to be killed.
If I'm not an angel sent from heaven, or a demon child, then what am I? What on earth am I?
What are you? You're a Bollinger. You're our family. And that's all there is to it. I pray you can forgive me for averting my eyes for so long.
Can I trust you? Can I trust that even if the whole world says I'm cursed, that you'll always be on my side? That you'll always be my brothers? Can I put my trust in you once more? Didier, Georgie.
You absolutely can, Michelle. I swear to God on high. And I swear to the God of art! Michelle.
I have no other choice, do I? I couldn't talk father out of it, could I?
I would rather you didn't try. He is not a man to change his mind. If you were to show up before him, he would likely draw his sword on you himself. It would destroy Mother. I'm sorry. We're not doing this only for you.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh, thank goodness. The carriage will take you to a mansion, Michelle. It's a property father purchased some time ago. But due to rumors about the house, it's abandoned. No one wants to buy it from him either, and that's unlikely to change. It's the ideal place to keep you out of sight.
What kinds of rumors?
Well, no point in keeping it a secret. He has a right to know.
Oh, he said he.
Oh, you're right! Good on you, Georgies. They say a witch lives there.
A witch?
I think it's all made up, personally. I went to check the place out, and there was no one there. It was a little dreary, to be sure. I'd hoped to have a better place arranged for you, but there wasn't enough time. This is only temporary, Michelle. I cannot say how long it will be, but Father will pass away eventually. I'll make sure of it. Maybe tomorrow.
You.
When he does, Georgies will inherit the estate. And that will mean you can return. So I ask that you hold out until that time.
If I don't leave, I'm going to be executed. So send me anywhere, I won't complain.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I will talk to Father and ensure he does not suspect anything. We'll make this work, so don't you worry. The long and short of it is, Dad simply wants you erased from the family. Georgies! Sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean. But anywho, once I take over, we're in the clear. You'll be acknowledged as a Boliner.
I see. Okay then.
Can I open the door now?
Just a minute.
Oh, you're still not ready?
I don't have any clothing.
Wait a second. Has he been naked all these years?
I mean, he can't fit in his old clothes.
I mean, come on, people, at least a shirt! Pants! Alright, you wouldn't, huh? How tall are you, Michelle?
Around the same height as you, I think.
You're taller than me? Damn! Alright, I'll bring you some of my clothes.
Thank you.
Wow, I don't think I'd ever hear you say thank you without putting up a fight, Michelle.
That's not true, I don't think.
I'll be back soon. Get what you need together.
Alright. Sitting in the carriage waiting outside, listening to the pitter-patter of the rain, I gazed out at my two brothers. I hadn't seen them in 2 years, but they hardly looked any different than how I remembered. I was the only one who had changed, and dramatically at that. Looking at them, I couldn't help but remember the old days. Playing chess with Didier, learning to draw from Georgie's. Our sibling outings. However, the ominous sound of thunder crashing in the distance drowned out those memories.
The mansion is several days' travel from here. Hopefully the carriage isn't too uncomfortable. I will send a package with any supplies you need once a month. Food, clothing, and something to pass the time. If there's anything you want, Michelle, just tell.
Guess it's he dies.
Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Okay.
事務室にいたペコ山ならいつでも休館を停電にできたはずだ。
それは無理なんだ。なんで無理なの？私は事務室にいなかった。停電前からずっとね。それに賛成だ。
Oh, that's cool.
Consent!
俺は賛成だ。ペコ山の言葉を信じていいと思うぞ。
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
さてはペコ山に惚れたな。
Don't tell me you're crashing on Peko.
そういうことじゃなくて、2台の証言がアリバイになるんだよ。
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I've been trying to use this many times, but the door just won't open at all!
確かにあのトイレはパーティー開始直後からずっと何者かに占拠されておったの。
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started.
ようやく解放されたのは戸上の死体が発見された後だったかな。
And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.